Breaking news. Our boy, the Soulja Boy. Either you crank that Soulja Boy or it cranks you. Those are the words I live by. He is not only the CEO of his Soulja Game Chinese bootleg game console business, he's also the CEO of SODMG Records. We know this. But he is now the CEO of Atari. Yes, that Atari. The Atari that put out the VCS. The Atari that is doing all sorts of craziness as of late. I mean, at least Atari's console came out, right? But Soulja Boy, he was pretty popular, not because of his music career. Yeah, he had his hits and his ups and downs with all that, with legal issues and whatnot. But a few years ago, back in 2018, he was pretty popular and talked about quite a bit because of all his little Chinese consoles he was putting out there. That didn't seem like anybody got him. He put out watches, smartwatches, drones, all sorts of shit. Recently announced another like handheld that, from what I've seen, nobody has received. The $200 like, I don't even remember what the heck it was, like a Retroid Pocket rebranded type of thing. All sorts of crazy promises for that device, and it just hasn't seemed to come out. There's excuse after excuse after excuse. But I mean, it's easy enough for anybody on their Twitter profile to put in there that they're the CEO of any random company. He did post a little live clip, or he went live announcing this. So I'll go ahead and play that for you now.
And at Soulja Boy Game, they signed me to a deal to Atari. Big shout out to Atari, the whole staff. I'm about to revamp the company. We're going to take Atari to the next level. Everybody go follow at Atari. I am now the owner of Atari. I own the video game company Atari. Ha ha. They was real proud of me of what I did with the Soulja Boy game console. You know what I'm saying? I blew Soulja Boy game up. We about to sell the company for like, was it 100? I think I'm gonna get 140 million. I'm gonna get like 100. I'm finna get 140 million dollars from Soulja Boy game. So Atari reached out and I just signed a deal with Atari. I signed 2 deals with Atari. I'm the owner. The first rapper to own a video game company.
So there you go. Soulja Boy announcing he is now the owner and CEO of Atari. I think this is crazy. I mean, is this legit? Like, he's selling the Soulja Boy game company. He's got that money. Atari reached out to her. They're really proud of him and that Soulja Boy game console with all the bootleg games on it. And, you know, copyrighted games, IPs that shouldn't have been on their Nintendo game. They were real proud of all that. I mean, Atari's had their issues too. Atari's a shell of their former selves, not the same people involved from way back when, obviously. But I have a hard time believing that he's the first rapper to own a video game company, and that game company is Atari. It just doesn't make sense. Like, I'm not saying he doesn't have the money to be able to do that, but why would Atari reach out to him? Why? I haven't heard anything from Atari saying that they're on the market to be sold, to be looking for a new CEO, that kind of thing. Who knows? I mean, is Soulja Boy just pulling his Soulja Boy stunts? I mean, you either got to crank that Soulja Boy or it cranks you. He's always scheming up something. Always scheming up something. The man has, you know, a plan, and I don't know if this plan always like works out, but for whatever reason, if he's like hyping this up and it's not true, like, is it just to get people to talk about him? I don't know. I just find this kind of stuff odd. Like, some people are just crazy. Some people we think are crazy and they're actually legit. I don't know where I stand with this guy. Like, all the stuff he pulled before with all these game consoles and nobody getting them, and they were just crap from China, drop ship looking type stuff. Like, I don't think he actually was stocking items, and, you know, all the interviews he'd done, it sounded like that's what was going on. The claims that like Nintendo was okay with everything and all these different companies, like, of course they're not. I'm baffled by everything that goes on with this guy. What's next? I mean, what is next? He owns McDonald's. He's the new CEO of Disney. I don't freaking know. Like, I've heard so many people like, why isn't he in jail for all this? I don't freaking know. I don't legit care. I just thought most of this stuff was pretty hilarious that was going on. Not if you were a victim paying money for his stuff and then like never getting it. Like, I had all the consoles, and I mean, it was quite obvious what I was doing with my videos is all satire, and I had a great freaking time with it. It was a blast because that's all they were. They were just Chinese emulation consoles. If this guy is really big into gaming, like, I'm gonna give him that. He's big into gaming. You would see a lot of stuff before all this nonsense where he was really into all that stuff. It would make sense for him to be like legit involved with a company or starting his own company, getting away from all these shenanigans with the bootleg stuff. Like, cool if he is the CEO of Atari and he can like, you know, rebrand everything and reform that company. Okay, cool, man. Maybe he has some brilliant ideas. I don't know. But that would be cool if he legit was like involved in gaming in a legit way. And so far he has shown that he has not been. So how are we to trust this until Atari themselves say it's true? You click Atari, I don't see Atari saying anything. I don't see them saying anything. Their last tweets were like from a day or two ago, retweets and whatnot. Like, who is their CEO? Who is the CEO of Atari? Let me Google that. So, according to just a quick Google search, the CEO of Atari is Frederick Chesney's, these nuts. I don't freaking know. I don't know who that is. I don't know his name. I don't know how to say it, and I don't really give a crap, so don't correct me if you know, because it doesn't matter who currently owns Atari Interactive. There's no, like, is there, like, I don't see any, like, latest, greatest news here announcing a new CEO of Atari. That's funny, man. Let me know what you guys think down below. I mean, is this just another stunt by Soulja Boy? It's kind of funny one. I give him that if it is. But if he's legit the CEO of Atari, I mean, can't do any worse, you know? I mean, they haven't really done much as of late, so maybe bringing on Soulja Boy, yeah, they could revitalize that brand, man. That's what I'm talking about. First rapper to own a video game company. But I thought he already owned Soulja Boy game company. Okay, well, maybe a legit company is what he's claiming. Appreciate you guys watching and hanging out. The Soulja Boy saga continues. Holy crap. Like, I'm really curious, though. If you wound up ordering something from Soulja Boy through his various different websites, like a watch, a game console, he had, like, backpacks. He had all sorts of shit. Remote control cars. Like, it looked like AliExpress Soulja Boy version. You know what I mean? If you ordered anything, like, and you received it, I want to know. Like, drop a comment down below. Let me know. Because I've never once heard of anybody receiving a product from Soulja Boy. I just find this baffling that he continues, like, with all this stuff. I mean, more power to him if he actually is the CEO of Atari, but where's, like, the class actions and whatnot? Did people get their money back? I don't know. I've tried looking into all that. I've seen a few people have, like, petitions and stuff like that, but I really haven't seen anything solid saying that people, like, sued him or got their money back or actually received shit. I haven't seen anybody say they received anything. What the hell's going on in this world? Either you crank it or it cranks you. That's what's up. Hey, well, I appreciate you guys. Drop a comment down below. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Appreciate it. Peace out. Give you a big-ass blurry thumb butt like a Bigfoot. Bye-bye and boom.